It was a night that changed my perspective and, by extension, my life. It was the spring of 1981, a Friday night. And as always on a Friday night, I was in the favored watering hole with the usual suspects. A gang of about 15 to 20 people who all worked at the same company. Being mostly young and mostly male, we did what young men do on a weekend. Drank beer, be obnoxious, chase women. I was so green back then. No blushing virgin, mind you, and certainly not a wide-eyed innocent, but definitely not a seasoned veteran of the battle of the sexes or, the game of seduction. I was young. Not quite 21. I was egotistical, self-serving, hedonistic, but I was sexy. A firm, tight tush, rippling muscles, long, flowing locks, a chiseled jawline, twinkling eyes, and an ever-ready, if somewhat practiced smile. As my best friend's wife often said, a pretty boy with just a hint of intellect. I was a real lady killer, a legend in my own mind. That particular Friday night, I was sitting next to one of the women who worked in our office. She was more than an acquaintance, but not a close friend. Throughout the night, we were engaged in conversation on and off, and as time passed, more on than off. A few times, when reacting to something funny I had said, she would touch my arm or my thigh, which caught me off guard. She was seducing me. I had never thought of her as a sexual person. I mean, she wasn't really my usual type. She was older than me by a handful of years. That wasn't really a big problem. And it's not that she was unattractive. She was actually very pretty. No, that wasn't the issue. The problem was she was a bigger girl, round, bodacious, large. That just was not done. Certainly not by guys like me. I mean, come on, seriously, I had a reputation. I endured the attention politely. Around 11 o'clock, she got up to leave, turned to me and said, "Well, Mr. Nelson, are you going to stick around here chasing after these skinny-ass bimbos, or do you want to come home with a real woman and learn something?" I'm still not sure why I agreed to go with her. Could have been the alcohol. It might have been the directness of her question, which left me no reasonable reason for refusal. It just may have been the frankness of her gaze that told me that to say no would be to miss out on something very special. Either way, I went with her. As I said earlier, it was a night that changed my perspective, the way I view the world. She was plump, but she was also intelligent and witty, patient and understanding. She was sensual, passionate, and sexy. And above all, she was beautiful, inside and out. When I returned to civilization late on Sunday afternoon, I was a changed man, an exhausted man, but a changed one nonetheless. And this was no weekend layover. We enjoyed a warm, affectionate, beautiful relationship for some time until the fates took us in different directions. I will never forget her. She opened my eyes and made my life bigger and better. Because of her, I understand that any body is beautiful. Every body is beautiful. Everybody is beautiful. Beauty is not in the eye of the beholder. Beauty just is. Beauty is seeing the best in ourselves in everything and everyone around us. If you do not see beauty in someone else, it is not their fault. It is yours for not seeing what is there for all to see. Every body, be it big or small, thin or fat, a heavenly body or a body of water, is a body beautiful.